Oh, hang on. No, Jerry can't reach. Oh, he can reach. But you should have them slightly more scattered. Morning, Zara. Good morning. Good morning, Tritopus. How's it going? Hope you do. Morning, Palin. Morning, Thomas. How were all your weekends? What did you get up to? For a second, I had that feeling of, wait, is it still Sunday today? Am I just streaming a day early? I'm pretty sure it's Monday. Maybe. Morning, Bulba. I got distracted because, like, I was coming downstairs to do stream, and I went to open the curtains in our bedroom, and Fauna was awake, and I was like, I know I should be going downstairs, but I never get to see Fauna because he's so shy. So I went to have a peek at him. I got to take a very far away photo. And morning Dowency, good morning Hetland and Mazira. And Panda and Swaffs and Joe and Rob. So yeah, I did get a photo of him, but not quite as close as I would have liked. And then he got terrified and he ran away as I was getting him a treat for being good. So alas, he is still terrified, bless him. Far away, or is he just tiny? The both. But yes. Good morning, Ted. I made a start on tidying the bunny's room, and I made a start on tidying in that ADHD way, 2 other rooms in the house. So I need to, I think I need to settle on one of them and try. I'm very much at the breaking eggs stage of the omelette, in 3 different rooms at the moment. So I need to focus on one and actually get it tidy. But yeah, good morning, Anu. Hope you're having a good day so far. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I had a weird dream, though. I did not record. Morning, the centre. And yes, there's not going to be a Tears of the Kingdom this week, just so you know. And it's not that we finished it. we still haven't finished it. But we I think it's that there's a Yogs Games thing in our slot. So yeah, there won't be any Tears of the Kingdom. And then the week after, there will be. I'm pretty sure. I think the only other Thursday was one in March that we might have to skip. But yeah, I think next week there will be. But yes, we shall return next week. So I've got an odd day this week that I figured I might just do. I mean, on the schedule I just put that I might just do demos in it, because to be honest, it's been a while since I've played 3 demos. So I might just have a little demo day. See if I can find any upcoming games. Unless, of course, I said I was going to try Tactical Breach Wizards on Wednesday. There's another one there, Fifi. Fifi is still there. I said I was going to try Tactical Breach Wizards on Wednesday. So I might carry that on if I like it, but we shall see. We shall see. There's a bookshop demo. I'll send you the link. Yeah, that was what inspired me to do a demo day, was you sending me that one. I have played the Duck Detective. I've played through the first game. I know there's a second one coming out, but I don't know if the second one has a... There's nothing in the bowl, I'm sorry. You did already send it, Rob, yeah. I'm not sure if there's a demo of the second one, but I know they announced it at Wholesome Games Direct. Boop. Oh, that's what do you know what? I was thinking there's something that I've forgotten to do, and I've just realised what it is. I've forgotten to put his blanket down under the table. I know, Fifi. Good morning, Anhol. because I was too busy. This is like the beginning of me folding up cardboard and destroying it. Well, recycling it. I will put you with Gerry. Hello, baby boy. And I will go get him Blanky. Fluffy. Very good job, Gerry. Very good job. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Ta-da! Perfect. Good morning, exec. There we go. Blanket is ready. Good morning, Owen. Yeah, I've not really looked for demos to play for a while, so I'll have to dig out some others. But yes, I figure that might be a nice way to spend Thursday, unless something else takes my fancy in particular. So they like to have a routine. Yeah, bunnies are creatures of routine, really. They like to have, well, yes and no. They do, but then sometimes Gerry will just he'll have his routine, and then sometimes he'll just suddenly wake up brave and be like, today I'm going to go on an adventure sort of thing. So they do mix it up a bit. But when it comes to things like doing their medicine and doing their pellets and times that they eat and stuff, I tried to stick with those on the weekend as well, sort of thing. But not that Gerry particularly seems to mind, because he will ask for breakfast about 7 times a day, regardless of if he's had it or not, or if it's the time. He just do be wanting pellets all the time. I've been playing Company of Heroes since the strategy game sale on Steam. Ah, nice. I've been playing a lot of Space Marines recently. But I'm playing it through with Alex. So, it probably would not be a good stream game for me anyway. Good morning, Rowdy. How you doing? Morning, Poke. Good morning, Owls. So, for the Emperor. Heretics. We must wipe them out. But that's been very lovely. Been having good fun with that. It's his second birthday. Give him food. Been playing through Spyro. Oh my gosh, what a good game. What a good game. You're a bit ill? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Good morning, Scoosh. I've been on the German Duolingo section for illness, so I can, well, as long as you, what does it tell me to say? Just headache and stomachache and fever, which is fever. But it's just been me going through saying I am tired, I don't feel well, I have a headache. I got flu 2 times last year. 2, I only get it maybe a few years, and now I have it again. Oh no, maybe you're getting it out the way. Thinking you gave him all the food he'd eat it all. Gerry would eat a bit and stop, because Gerry is naturally more of a grazer. Sorry, I was talking about you. I'm sorry. But Fifi would inhale more. Gerry found, because I was sorting through a tray of forage stuff yesterday and I left it on the floor, and Gerry would come over and have a bit of a nibble and then leave and then have a nibble and then leave, whereas Fifi found it and I was like, oh no. But she did leave it eventually, so she's not too bad. She's not as bad as I make out. Bless her. I'm trying to think what which way round two words go. Is sleepy, is that müde? Müde? Ich bin müde. And then sad is traurig. And then happy is glücklich. So it does teach me the happy stuff as well. You do learn like ich bin gesund. Like I am healthy. You learn the other side of it. Like I was ill and now I am healthy. Now I'm happy. But excitingly, I'm in the... Oh, look at you. Have you pulled out your fluff again? Have you given yourself another bald patch? I think you have, Jeremiah. I think you have. You've given yourself a little... He gets obsessed with his little dewlap, and then he grooms it and grooms it and grooms it, and then he pulls it out. What a pickle. Good morning, Hen. Good morning, James. What was I going to say? If I gave my puppy access to other food, I think she'd eat it until she was sick. Aww. I think, is it like chocolate labs that are meant to have no, like, for some reason they just didn't get the gene to tell them when they're full up, so they just do that. Morning, Ffion. Can confirm. There's a cute cozy game that I have a demo on the 10th called Is This Seat Taken? Ah. Oh, good morning, Mousy. How you doing? Oh, look at that leg. Look at his leg. What's he doing? Is this yours? This is yours. What's happening with it? You don't even know. You stood on your own hand, my love. Look at you. And my border collie must be a lab, yeah. We're all a little bit lab when we're hungry. Oh my gosh. Do you have anything that particularly helps with doing Duolingo with ADHD? I'm currently struggling a bunch with that sort of thing. I don't know in particular. I think I found it a lot easier once I started just doing the things that I can... Like, for some reason, if I'm just going through the normal lessons, I'll just be a bit like, sometimes. Whereas if I'm not feeling like doing it that day, if I just do the speaking practice instead, then I'll find it easier. If I do something like I'm already walking to the shops and I will just be doing the speaking practice as I go, then that I find helps a lot, and that is why I am currently in the finals of the Diamond League. Woo! But yeah, I've managed to stick it out and stay in there all this time. Because you have to go through like getting into the tournament, then going through into one thing, then you go into the semi-finals. Now I'm in the finals. I think it's just because I lucked out, because the first time I got into the Diamond League, I think I was in it with a bunch of nerds. And they immediately got like 20,000 points when I was still on 25, and I was like, well, I don't really stand a chance now. Whereas this time it's been people who take it a bit easier. Don't get me wrong, I ended yesterday in the semi-finals on like 3,000 points when they had 15,000, but they've calmed it a bit. I don't think I'm going to be in the top 3, but hopefully. I think you just have to be in the top 10 or something. Have you heard of the game Batography? It's a cute, cozy game that came out recently. No, I hadn't heard of that. Is it a mixture of being a bat and doing photography. But I've been enjoying Duolingo. One thing I need to start doing though is I want to start watching Dark and there must be other German shows. But I want to start watching things to try and... Because it's one of those things that you do hear talking on Duolingo, but obviously it's a very like robot-y voice and you don't really... you're not really immersing yourself just listening one sentence at a time that you already know what it's going to say because you get like... It's one of those things that when you're asked like, what is this word? And it's one of three, you can sort of pick it out because you're like, well, I know what section I'm on, so I know what the words are. You're sort of gaming it a bit. Whereas I guess if you're just completely out in the wild, in wild Germany, then yeah, it makes it a bit harder to remember stuff, but in a good way. But yeah. Run Lola Run is a German film with fun music. What made you get into German? It's because I really want to go, for like 15 years, I've really wanted to go see this thing in Hamburg. And I know that, there's obviously a privilege that comes with speaking English. The likelihood is if you go to a city in Europe that people are going to speak English and you're going to be fine anyway. But I guess I was always raised that when you go somewhere, you at least try. Even if you're spoken, but look at you. An angel. An actual angel. I'm on Spanish on Duo and hearing IRL conversations. I know. It's like even when I watch something like Bluey in German, which is obviously like a children's show where they're going to be speaking, not... It's like, it's not too like, I have an apple, but it's slower than probably standard conversation. And even that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I think I picked out one word, and the word was dog. 1 in 9 word. Listening to textbook Spanish versus IRL Spanish is like if every person had a Scouse accent. Yeah, that's the thing as well. It's difficult to... It also teaches you, like, not many people have these very formal conversations that you learn. Bye-bye, Dawincy. Have a lovely day. You take care. It's like, there's not going to be a show that I could watch where people are just like, I would like to go for a walk in the park, but it is raining. Here is my umbrella. Sort of thing. Because that's the sort of show that I would need if I was going to fully follow it in German. But I guess like, oh, look at you. Where is the bathroom? I do know, what is it? Oh, I can't remember the gender. Wo ist die Toiletten? Der Toilet? No, I can't remember. I can't remember. That's the other thing that confuses me. Everything confuses me. That's my secret cap. Cow, thank you very much for the 32 months. Thank you. Jay, you got sleep in your eye. Sleep. There we go. I got it. What I'm hearing is that shows designed to help you learn a language is an untapped market. I mean, probably to be honest, there might be that sort of thing. There might be. Oh, his little pans. Holding pans. My dad taught me to learn 3 phrases when I go to other countries. Please help. Where's the loo and how much? Oh, I know. What is it like? I guess it depends on what I know how to ask individually how much things cost. I don't know. Please help. I know, just bitte. Maybe if you just say that, people will eventually help you. I think the show we watched in German class in school was called Kommissar Rex. It's about a detective who adopts a dog and it helps him solve cases. Ah. Oh, baby boy. You're a good guy, you are. You're a very good guy. Hey. I don't speak. Oh, yeah, I guess. Ich spreche kein Deutsch. Or ich spreche nur English. Might get you there. Me humps. Me humps. It is indeed die Toiletten. If a word ends with E, there's a 90% chance that the gender is D feminine. See, I've been trying to look for like clues as to what would be what and why. But because I guess is that sort of the same as French, is that usually if it ends in E, it's une. But it's one of those things that there's just too many exceptions to rules. Oh, Phoebe. She's found the cardboard again. But yeah, the reason I wanted to learn German was, firstly, it was just a sort of learning exercise, because I guess I don't particularly do much. Like it's because I was doing like Wordle and I was doing daily Sudoku and stuff, and I thought, why not? I guess learning a language in itself is sort of a puzzle. So maybe I can try that. And then when I was deciding what language to learn, I thought, well, for ages I've wanted to go to Hamburg, so it makes as much sense to learn to try and learn German of all the languages. That's the place I'm most likely to go. And then after like however many days of learning it, like 140 or whatever, they announced that the Dota 2 International this year is going to be in Hamburg. So it just, it's worked out so far. Not that I'll be able to afford tickets to it, but in theory it could work out that I've learned it. But yeah. Bunny living his best life. He doesn't even need to do that. He can just exist and he gets love. Bitte Ticket, bitte. Well, I guess would it be Eintrittskarte? Bitte? Wie viel kostet die Eintrittskarte? And then they will say, whatever the German is, for probably 500 euros. Because they are very expensive, unfortunately. But yeah. But we were thinking if we were, because half the reason we didn't go to Copenhagen last year when it was there was that it was the tickets were so expensive and Copenhagen is so expensive, and we were thinking, well, if we're going just there for that. Whereas we were planning on going to Hamburg anyway at some point in the year. So it could just be, that's already one cost saved because we were going to go. But yeah, I know. Having a tough day. But I guess at least it being in Europe again means that the time difference won't be too bad. That was one of the nice things of having it in Copenhagen last year, was being able to have people over to watch it. Because usually it's like, would you like to come over at 4 in the morning to watch some Dota? Or would you like to come over and possibly have to stay up until 4 in the morning and watch some Dota? Maybe. Come on in, Steve. Oh, Fifi zoomed away. Hello. You pretending that wasn't you eating the cardboard? I just had some other bunny doing it. Come up here and get your cheap tickets? No, I wouldn't go asking him for that. Hi. Hi. Hello. Make them give you free tickets? Unfortunately, I don't I think I've streamed Dota once. But I don't think they would see me as a Dota streamer at all. Sedge. You know. Are you gonna try and squeeze behind me? Yeah, I do tend to only get kisses when she particularly wants something. Like when she knows that there's food. Although occasionally I do just get like she'll run over and she'll sort of just give me like one like mlem, like hi mum, and then she'll run away again. And that's about all I'll get. A floofer? I was watching a stream yesterday. Because I found this new stream team. So occasionally I'll get alerts saying that one of them is streaming, and I will just be checking them out. And I'm slowly integrating myself into their world. Look at your funny little eyebrow you've got. Oh, bless you. But there was a new one popped up last night, so I was watching them, and it turned out that they've also got 2 bunnies. So I was just there like, what are your bunnies' names? What are they? What age are they? How are they? Can I see them? So it turned out to be a very successful. Are they a potential raid target? I don't know, because they're in New Zealand, so it was very late at night for me. So I don't know, but I'm just glad I found this. Like, it's basically like a all beep 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 all veggie vegan stream team. So occasionally I'll just click on that and I'll see who's streaming on it, and I'll be like, what is their name? That is the question. That is a very good question. Because I remember their name on Instagram, but not their name on Twitch. So I don't know. I'm very, very bad at this. It was like, you could find them on Instagram and then trace it backwards. On Instagram, I'm pretty sure he was called Tom Tom Soup. But he did pixel art as well. It seemed very cool. Their bunnies' names, I remember that. Their bunnies' names were Donna and Forzo. But I don't remember the humans. Oh, that's typical. It's like, oh my gosh, I have a friend who has 2 human children and 2 bunnies, and for the life of me, I could not tell you what her children that she birthed are called, and we've known each other since we were like 11. I can't remember her human children's names. So when I send her messages, I'll be like, how's the family? Because I just can't. It just doesn't stick with me. How are the two human children? And how are the two angels? Oh dear, oh dear. Are you off again? Have you not done crime in a while? You're losing out on your quota. You are a baby. You both know that it's like past, don't you? So you both know it's around treat time. But the problem is, if I give you it now, then you'll be asking for another one in like 10 minutes. Hmm? Hmm? I remember it had a Z in it. I'm bad at names. But it's been really nice, like finding new streamers and Steve. Stephen with a PH. Stephen. Yeah, it's just been nice finding other fellow vegans and such as well. It's always lovely. And I meant to do that. I'm an animal keeper and care for reptiles, insects, spiders, and fish. I'm at work now. I'm really enjoying listening to your streams while I'm cleaning and stuff. Do you like other animals, or is it mostly bunnies? I love all animals. I really do. I used to work at a vet as a PCA, which is a patient care assistant, and we had an exotics department, so I would get to work with all the, cats and dogs and stuff, but we would also get to work with birds and lizards and insects, not so much. It was very rare. We'd occasionally get wildlife in, like bats, pigeons. There would always be a time of year where people would start bringing baby seagulls in, and the vets would get very angry. But yeah, no, I loved them all. People have pet insects. Yeah, people get... Well, I guess the typical one is stick insects, isn't it? You get a lot of... I remember stick insects being a big thing when I was growing up, and people going, was it... Okay, I will preface this with, bunnies are sort of my area of vague expertise, but so take this with a pinch of salt. But is it privet hedge that people often give to stick insects? Is that the one that, like, the most common one? But I don't know. Do not take my... Again, not an expert, and this was in the 90s where everyone did everything wrong with everything they ever looked after, so don't trust me on anything. My gecko refused to eat bugs, and now I have a 2-year-old bug. My the gecko I fostered was like that. She because I was quite glad, because I didn't really want to have to deal with crickets and stuff. And just before we fostered her, my friend had tried her with crickets, and she said she just never had any interest in them. So I stopped giving them to her, and I was like, yay, I don't have to worry about it. But yeah. Mine is a gargoyle gecko, so quite similar to a cresty. Good morning, Squid. Animals are easier to get along with. Yeah, this is the thing. It's like, they're very nice company because the pressure is off. It's like sometimes people say, like, oh, do you wish you could, that the bunnies could talk and stuff? And I'm thinking, like, in a way, yes, because purely for their sake, being able to understand them saying, I don't feel sick, I don't feel sick, I don't feel well, and I have a pain here, that would be nice. But also part of the charm of animals is that they cannot talk. You don't have to make conversation. So yes and no. My friend had a snake, and I was the only one he ever bit. 6 years on, the snake did me alive. I went, isn't it something like, if a snake bites you, You're meant to. Are you meant to like run their head under cold water? Because their teeth go like that. Yep. This is me moving my hand equates to treat. If you try and pull them, you're like rip and peel. So you're meant to. I think are you meant to like run their head underwater so that they just go and then they let go, rather than obviously not drown them. But otherwise, you're going to peel yourself, which isn't great. Do you like insects, spiders, and scaly animals? Yeah, but the problem is that for me, I would only boop. I would only ever have I would only ever have herbivores to look after. So that does eliminate looking after a lot of different animals. Like frogs, a lot of frogs you have to feed pinkies. So I wouldn't if there's an animal that can be, I mean you do get herbivorous herby animals like iguanas. Are iguanas purely herbivore? Question mark. Some frogs eat bugs, but some frogs you do have to feed mice and stuff. But yeah, cows. I would have a pet cow. Hello. Some bigger frog species will eat anything in front of them. Yeah. Gerry, she's just eating cardboard. Don't let her trick you into thinking it's something exciting. Look at you. Might need a bigger garden for your cow. This is true. This is very true. But yeah. If I had a pet cow, I would never stop brushing it. Gerry does have some. I don't know if he's. I mean, I don't think he's in a purely amorous mood. I think he's sort of in a. Oh. Maybe? I think he does it for attention more than anything. When he just wants Fifi to be paying attention to him. Or is my attention enough? Gerry, okay. Oh no, she knows I was going to try and give you secret early treat, but she knows. She knows everything when food is involved. Okay. Come on. Hang on. Over here. Hang on. I need to put the bowl down without hitting you on the head. Okay. I will give you some lunch time and some quiet me time. Well done, bunnies. You take that away. No, that's all of it, I'm afraid. They did get quite lovely lipstick throughout that. It's the pepper. Oh my gosh. Kisses? I think he's thinking he still wants to be washing his own face, and Phoebe's made it slightly difficult now. You're gonna keep on getting booped in the face every time he tries to do it. No sense of personal space whatsoever. If Gerry got his own cartoon or his voice, wait, who's Paul F. Tompkins? I don't know who that is. He'd have to be voiced by. I'm trying to think of any famous, like, Bristolian people who aren't comedians. Because I don't think he'd be a what's his chops? I can literally only think of comedians who are from the West Country. There must be someone serious from here. Surely. I would be fine with him being voiced by Sean Astin, doing his Samwise voice. That would be the perfect world. Kai, thank you very much for the 41 months. And at tier 2, get subscribed to 5head. Oh my gosh, you got me. Got him. Stop eating the carpet. Fifi. No. No. Fifi. No. Fifi. You're such a monster. You're such a monster. You are a monster. Is Matt Berry from the West Country? I always assumed he was. I was going to say London, but I guess not necessarily London. Could be from just one of the home counties. Mayhomps. But I don't know. I don't actually know where he's from. He sounds like, yeah. I was thinking, is it just an exaggeration? Well, then again, I know people from London, and they sound they sound very similar. Not in the intonation. But I assume he's from that London. From Bedfordshire. Oh, there you go. There you go. I mean, that's one of the home counties, isn't it? Question mark. Hearts, beds and bucks, isn't it? Dylan, thank you very much for the follow. In my head, Matt Berry is a vampire from New Zealand. Well, that too. Oh, and Spark, thank you. Thank you. I read those in the wrong order. Just pretend I didn't. What does home counties mean? Do you know, I've never questioned it all my life. You've just got the home county. Rob might know. Rob, why are they called the home counties? Is it something to do with cricket? Is it just those are the counties that do cricket? I mean, it's Hertfordshire, Buckinghamshire, and Bedfordshire. Just the ones that surround London. Yeah. It's just one of those terms that I've always used, but I've never really questioned it. Counties where no one can afford a home. Well, If that because if you work in London, that's where you home. Oh, that would actually make sense because Hertfordshire in a lot of parts is a commuter town for commuter county for London. I think it's just those 3 counties. I'm pretty sure. Isn't it that you go earn money in the city and then go back to a home county? I guess that does actually make sense. I would say that could genuinely be the reason, because I cannot think of what else it would be. Because I guess a lot of people, I mean, literally, my town was designed for people to move out of London. So, that would make sense. Or that, and for people to learn what the colour green was, having lived in London and never seen it. So yeah, that would. Fifi, must you eat cardboard? Must you? Fifi, what are you doing? Your hometown was designed for gardeners. It was. Apparently it's for people with country homes. The counties are not precisely defined. Oh! So there's more than 3 of them. Okay, it turns out I've just been a home county elitist all of this time. It's literally always been described to me as Herts, Beds and Bucks. I didn't realise we were letting in other counties these days. Especially Essex. Oh my gosh, who let Essex in? Who invited Essex? Oh, hello, Vivi. I mean, Kent is nice in places, I suppose. Well, 1 or 2 places. No, it does have. It is meant to be the Garden of England, isn't it? It's meant to be very lovely. I think I just only ever went to bad places. But yeah. Anyway, how did we get onto this? Why were we talking about that? Oh, Matt Berry. Who would voice Gerry? That was it. Fifi could be voiced by... who's the one who has the lovely voice? She was in, was it Catatonia? Was that the band? Who's the one that sings the song Road Rage? And I think she also did the really creepy duet with Tom Jones for Baby. Cerys Matthews. Yes. She could voice Fifi in the film about the bunnies' lives. I don't know what the film would really happen. It would just be the same thing every day. And a giant me lying on the floor half the time. Hello? Did you have a good poop? I left the carrier there just whilst I was tidying up, and apparently it's really fun to go inside when he knows that he's not going to get taken to the vet. He would happily spend all of his time in there. But as soon as I need them to be in the carrier, it's the least appealing place in the world. Somehow they know. I think they can sense my body language as to whether it's essential or not. I probably should get up and move closer to the bunnies, but to be honest, I'm lying on the floor and I'm using Coco as a pillow and I'm actually really comfortable right now. So I think I need the bunnies to come to me now. Yeah, it's time for a nap. Should I? I'll go get a book. I can read you all a story. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a man in possession of a large fortune must be in want of a wife. There you go. There's the first line of Pride and Prejudice. I don't know the second line. Something about it being believed by Mrs. Bennet or something. I think is she mentioned in the second line? I don't know. If you've got a famous first line, no one knows the second one, do they? I think I remember the first line to Colour of Magic, maybe. The sun rose slowly, as if it didn't even think it was worth all the effort. A new disk day dawned, but very gradually, and here's why. When light encounters a strong magical force, something, something, something very slowly like treacle syrup. I can't remember the next bit. That's all I remember from the beginning of Colour of Magic. I remember this. It's because the only reason I remember that is because me and my friend found it funny the way that Terry Pratchett says, not Terry Pratchett, Tony Robinson, when he says like, but very gradually, and we would just exaggerate it more and more till it got to the point where it was like, but very gradually. And here's why. Dear oh dear. New audiobook narrator just dropped. I don't think I'd be very good at audiobooks. I can't really read and talk at the same time particularly well. I hear that's an essential skill. It's treacle. It might be golden syrup. It's been a while since I read Colour of Magic, so I can't remember. Is the first line to Moby Dick, "Call me Ishmael"? Is that a famous first line? I feel like the first line to... Oh, what is it? Great Gatsby is meant to be a really famous one as well, but I can't remember what it is. So it can't be that famous. The first line of the dictionary is aardvark, a mammal that... No, I don't actually know. What is the first line to The Great Gatsby? Because I remember that being in a Jingle Jam quiz ages ago. Like, it was when it was in the University Challenge quiz, I think. Because I remember the Pride and Prejudice one being there and I immediately knew that one. And then they had something about Daisy and Green. In my younger and more vulnerable years. I think that is all of the first lines I know. It starts in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Oh! The only first line I remember is the building was on fire and it wasn't my fault. What is that? I'm pretty sure the first line of His Dark Materials mentions Lyra and her demon. Because I think I remember Philip Pullman giving a talk saying that was a line he wrote and then he was intrigued by himself having written it. He's like, oh, what is this? Perk, thank you very much for the 46 months. Good morning, Brony and Chat. Gosh, soon almost 4 years. Oh my goodness. Damn, I'm good. But yeah, Lyra's so annoying. The only reason I know Call Me Ishmael being the first line of Moby Dick is because I've never read Moby Dick, but there's a scene in, oh my gosh, what is it called? Bleak Expectations, which was like a Dickensian spoof radio show that got turned into a TV show later on the BBC, and someone's talking about Moby Dick and someone says, call me Ishmael, and someone goes, spoilers. And I was like, I don't understand why this is funny. And I looked it up and it's funny because it's the first line, so it's not a spoiler. So that stuck with me. All this time. Um. Oh, of course it's Light Fantastic, not Color of Magic. I always mix up which order those two are in. I guess because they've sort of blended into one story for me. I forgot. I forgot. Fifi? What are you doing? What's she doing? What is she up to? She's in there somewhere, doing something. I dread to think what. Anyway, there you are. Hello. My favourite line in a movie is "Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza." I don't know if I have a favourite movie line. That's the sort of thing that I would have been asked on Live Journal many a moon ago, so I've not had to think about it for a while. Where is the bunny in this picture? Little Tushy. Little Tushy. Hello. We're somewhere around Boston on the edge of the desert when the drugs began to take hold. Is that Fear and Loathing? Perchance? From Princess Bride, maybe. Nice to see you. I don't know. I think the things I quote from films the most are from films that are just because it's stupid and they've stuck in my head rather than them being good lines. He's only mostly dead. Have fun storming the castle, boys. I guess I'll have what she's having from When Harry Met Sally is quite a classic line. Probably one of the ones I'll say a lot is "You Had Me at Hello," but for the record, I hated the film Jerry Maguire. But sometimes I'll call Jerry Maguire if he's being particularly cute. Toss me from Lord of the Rings. Oh, do you know, one of my favourite lines from Princess Bride is, "I will always come for you." It's just so romantic. What a sweet film. It's a lovely film. Anyway. What it is sweet. He's always gonna be there for her. I think it's nice. Oh, what a good film. The best quote from, I mean, I can't actually remember the quote, so this is a bit of a moot point, but the best line in King of Kong is probably the Billy Mitchell line where he's just like, I'm just a winner and everything's going right for me, and you just know that somewhere out there's some guy getting his ass kicked to balance it out or something. Hard cut. Driving along the road. Do 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 do. Introduce Steve Wiebe. Perfect cut. Amazing editing. 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Best film. It's lovely. It's so good. Jerry, why are you on the slippy floor? Did you forgot that you don't like it? He forgot! Oh, bless him. Okay, well, I guess it's time for me to run away. I guess I should leave. I'm probably gonna go and eat beans on toast, you know? There's more productive things I could be doing with my life, but I'm not gonna do any of them. I will be back at 2 though. I was gonna try Die in the Dungeon. Tushy? I was gonna try it. I mean, I've already tried it. a bit, but just so I could get a feeling for it. But I will play more because I was enjoying it. It is a Froggo game. Yes. Should we go to see Sahana? Sahana is very lovely indeed. I'm just being abandoned again. Gerry! Fifi! You're waiting for me to call you as well, weren't you? I saw your little ears go up. Oh. I'll see if I can. I don't know what state the bunny room is, but I'll show you Gerry just before I say bye-bye. Oh my goodness, we collode. Here he is. Isn't he lovely? Isn't he wonderful? Well, everyone, take care. I will see some of you later. Look after yourselves and have wonderful days, and be kind to yourselves as well as others around you. And I will speak to you soon. Been abandoned again. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. What are you after? What are you doing? What's going on? We gone? Nice. Thank you. Bye-bye. Boop.